So, got the coilovers. When I'm gonna be able to do it, I think at this point it's already late in the day. So I think I'll do the work tonight, and hopefully tomorrow the rain doesn't come in, or snow possibly, until later in the day, so I can adjust it and kind of tune the height to see what's the best possible scenario as far as ride height, and what clears and what doesn't. So anyway, I'm pretty excited, and I probably won't be doing a how-to. There's most likely plenty of videos for that, or posts on YouTube for that. So I will just get it done and show you the end result. So just for reference, this is measured a while back. That's a 3-finger, actually a little bit more, close to 3-finger gap. It's about 2.5 to 3 inches. Same thing for the rear. So we'll see what the end result is. Hopefully I get to do this thing tonight. Again, I apologize for the shakiness of my video, simply because I don't have my camera yet. It's still being fixed.
3 hours later.
Yep, the garage is a mess. But at least the working garage, right? At least that's the excuse I am going to use. So at this point, let's get it all cleared up. Like I said, those are the STI bucket of parts. You saw the heads on top. I moved the snowblower that was originally here to create room. I'm going to create more room by getting rid of this and setting them aside, and kind of putting away some of the stuff that I've accumulated in front of the toolbox. So yeah, let's get that going. What the hell, you know what, let me cover it anyway. So what we're looking at here, whoops, switch that. So we're looking at here is that bottom bolt to get it out of the arm, and you have the brake line, which is a 10mm. And at this point, just looking up top, there should be these things just snap off. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. This pops off, and these were the 3 bolts, and this is where the adjustment is for the strut. So we'll go ahead and remove that. It'll be the same for the other side, and the installation is just a reversal. So just a quick correction: the brake line bolt's actually a 12. Real quickly, these are 14mm. There's a plastic piece here that's attached to the nut that is used as a guide for a cable. I'm not quite sure what that cable is yet. I'm assuming that's throttle. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go look that up. So Any of you guys know what that is, please comment down below. Give me a heads up. I sure appreciate it. But yeah, so just basically that, you just pull up and you're good to go and remove the 14 millimeter nut. So real quickly, you can take out the push pins out of this panel to get to these nuts much easier, as opposed to unscrewing it and then the nut falling off because it's way too deep. Although you can use a magnet, which I tried to do, but I thought it was much easier to just kind of lift this panel. Be careful though, because this is a 20, well, close to 30-year-old plastic that might just snap. But you can get easier access to the nuts this way. I need to clean that. I should be taking this completely off anyway to clean it underneath. Okay, so I got the passenger front in. Just something real quickly. I've had to remove the line to the sensor and the brackets just to clear room so that the bottom portion of the strut will swing out and be able to pull the old strut. So just for reference, what you see there is of course, the bottom one is the stock suspension, and the one up top is the new TEINS or TEINS or however you guys pronounce it. This is actually the first time I'm using this set of coilovers. I've had GICs, Ohlins, ground controls, HKS, a whole slew of suspension, BCs, Buddy Club. I've just never had an opportunity to try TEINS. So this will be the first. Hopefully she's not too stiff, but I mean, I don't mind that really. I kind of like it. So all I need to do now is just clean up a little bit. Kind of don't like to leave it dirty when I see it dirty. But I mean, I could go further by, like actually polishing or sandblasting the control arms and getting them powder coated, but no, not for now. I'm just kind of, I'm at a actually point where, she is reliable enough that I could probably maybe drive her as much as I can. So she is streetable. But anyway, okay, so on to the driver's side. Oh, by the way, it does help to remove the sway, just so that you can get enough travel to be able to pull the suspension out. Just as an FYI, I mean, you could use a pry bar, maybe a 2x4, to put it up against the frame and the caliper, and just kind of give yourself some leverage to bring it down if you're a one-man job. But otherwise, it's easier to just unbolt the sway, and you should be able to muscle it down to clear the suspension. Okay, time to do this side, or corner, that is. Okay, so I got the fronts done. Everything's pretty much tight. Made sure that everything was also put back where they belong, and double check them twice. All I have to do now is put the wheels on and torque them. I'm not going to set her down yet until I have the rears done. So I've already removed I'm not quite sure what this is. I don't know what this is yet. Maybe some air balance or air scoop, or basically what it does is, what it looks like it does, it directs airflow from the rear window. Maybe just to cool the motor. Not quite sure yet. Still new to this platform. So, but anyway, you would have to remove that to be able to get to the top nuts for the struts, to be able to remove them, to be able to completely remove the assembly. So looks like it's the same thing here, just maybe one bolt at the bottom of the strut, which is connected to the sway bar, and probably another set of prying that I need to do to get her to loosen. But one man show here, so I don't really have the person to kind of push it down for me. So I'm gonna most likely do the same thing I did with the front, which is use that pry bar. So all right, so hopefully let's get it done this evening. Set her down, see what she looks like. I didn't really do any adjusting. These were just right out of the box. I'm hoping that as soon as I set her down, she will be as how I want it. But, of course, it doesn't work that way. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be some adjustment that I'm going to need to make sure that the car is balanced. And I wish I had scales, which I don't. But at this point, I'm just going to just set it so that the car is balanced. I don't want to rake because she's not a drag car, nor is it safe to have a rake, simply because weight distribution. So anyway, I'll cover that maybe some other time. But at this point, I just want to get this thing done, set her down, and see how she looks. So one of the things I like to do is, before reinstalling certain parts, is if I can get to that area now that things are off, just go ahead and clean it. This is about 28 years old worth of grime, so hey, why not? It's good to know that your car is clean, and just something to get at, since the part is off. So cleaned it a bit. I know it's overkill, but I know it's there, so it's gonna pretty much be on my head that it's dirty underneath there. But I got a long ways to go with this car, but every little area that I can touch, I will try and touch as best as I could. For now, this will do, but eventually, when I get to a point where I do a complete resto on this car, but I'm gonna try to get as much mileage as I can out of this motor. But until then, she's gonna just be on an as-need basis. So I wish I had the time, having maybe a single car and concentrate my time on it 100%, but I have to spread my time with these cars. So whatever it is that I can touch, I will touch, but not necessarily spend 100% time on it. So anyway, looks cleaner now. Wish I can do a little bit more, but I'm pressed on time, and would like to do a bit more on it, but because there are some crevices, but that requires me having to remove some clips, like that one, and I still need to get underneath there. So the rears are done. She fought me back a little bit. I had to actually, to clear the stock suspension, was to unbolt the upper control arm, just so that I had the room to be able to wiggle out the strut and coil. I did that for the reason of not wanting to, because it was hitting the boot on the axle, so not wanting to damage that at all. And so the better scenario for me, and there's probably better ways to do this install than from what I did, but for me, at the point that I was at, it was better to just remove the upper control arm. But anyway, they're both in, and all I need to do now is just tighten her back up and put everything back together and lower her and see what she looks like.
One shift later.
She is down. She's looking proper. She's now sporting a one finger gap in the front. I do have to adjust the passenger side because she is at 2 fingers, so that needs adjustment. The rear is spot on both ends, on both corners. That is, sporting both a one finger gap. I need to do some measurements. I just took her down just to kind of see what she looks like. The bad news is that the driver's side wheel might be bent, simply because I can't go 5 miles without losing 15 psi or more in air pressure. So I'm pretty sure that the rim or the wheel is bent and the tire isn't sitting properly. I guess it's the bead. So she's losing air. I'm gonna try to see if I can call tomorrow morning and see if I can get those wheel repair guys that that come in a truck and it's mobile. See if they can maybe do something with that and fix it. If not, I'm gonna have to buy a brand new wheel. But anyway, I hope you guys like what I've done to the NSX and the path that I'm going with it. If you have any comments, you have any suggestions, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hopefully, I will get to document my next mod on this car. Right now I'm thinking short shift, simply because the throw is way too long for me. Follow the path that I take on this car, and hopefully you guys approve. But I don't care anyway. I'm gonna do it. It's my car. All right, guys. So that's it for this evening. I'm kind of pooped. I'm done for tonight. We'll do the adjustments tomorrow, and I appreciate your time watching this video. Hopefully the content was entertaining enough, and the fact that I started with this car 100% stock, hopefully you guys can follow through and see the transformation of where I take her. I mean, it's going to be a slow process since I have other builds, and it's not going to be, anything that's going to be lightning speed, because I just don't have, like I said, the kind of funding. I would like to get eventually, maybe get her boosted, or just see how much power I can get out of her NA first. But anyways, that's a long ways away. But if you guys can keep up and see what I do with her, that'd be great. Subscribe. If you have any suggestions, comment down below. That is it. See you next time. Be kind, guys.